They just have one more game before beginning their long-awaited SEC play, but regardless of who they're playing, every game matters just as much for head coach Jim Schlossnagle.
You're always on the bubble of something at the end of the season. You're on the bubble of making a regional, you're on the bubble of hosting a regional, but we just had that conversation about the importance of every single game, because when you look up at the end of the season, you want to have the best resume possible so you can keep playing.
Manning, who made his first career start at the collegiate level, connected with 11 different receivers and threw for over 250 yards. He talked about how having so many options to rely on can be helpful.
I think just having so many playmakers around you, it's definitely brings up the comfort level for me. We had a bunch of different receivers catch balls tonight, so just getting them in space and having them make plays is huge.
As we talked about earlier tonight, Super Bowl Sunday is this weekend. There have been many teams and players who have lost this game by either putting up a great performance or just by losing because they did not play well at all. Which current or former NFL player has put up the best performance in a Super Bowl loss and why? Nolan, I see your hand up first.
Yeah. I'm definitely going with Tom Brady in the Super Bowl versus the Eagles when Nick Foles won. Tom Brady, I can't remember the stats, but I think he had like 400 yards passing.
And when McElroy had the chance to seal his most coveted victory on hole 18, he missed a short putt that tied him back with Justin Rose and sent the Masters into a sudden death playoff for the first time in 8 years. Now, Justin Rose landed his second shot just feet from the hole. So just when you might have thought McElroy's luck couldn't get any better than Rose's, he landed his shot even closer to the pin. The chance to seal a victory at Augusta National was back in McElroy's reach. A missed putt by Rose forced him to par, and that gave Rory the chance to birdie. And what do you know? All of those mental challenges and emotions went right away as Rory sunk a 3-foot putt to don his first ever Masters victory. So many times he has come up short, but for the first time in over a decade, the former prodigy overcame all doubt and was back on top of the golf world again. McElroy became the 6th ever golfer to complete the Grand Slam and first person in 90 years to do it at the Masters. McElroy joins an elite company of Gene Sarazen, Ben Hogan, Gary Player, Jack Nicklaus, and Tiger Woods. Now with the biggest burden off of his shoulders, he can now play at his favorite tournament for life. On Sunday, we have the Daytona 500, the pinnacle of American motorsports. Over 40 drivers will enter the raceway where they'll compete on asphalt for 3 hours in hopes of bringing home the Harley J. Earl Trophy. Which version of motorsports do you think you would excel in at the most if you were to be a professional race car driver, and why? Anyone can start. Just take the mic when you're ready to answer.